Hello, welcome in this new art journaling in motion video. Today is a collaboration with an Instagrammer called Tehreem Fazal. I'm sorry if I don't say your name right. So I'm working in the same art journal that I shared with you in the last video. And my first step is to add gesso with my brayer. I love the texture that the brayer gives, but you could use anything you want. And it needs to be fully dry before. Using my beloved Stabilo Markito, I'm sketching some mountains. I'm not aiming for realistic or anything, I just want to convey emotions and what the poem inspired me. So I'm using different acrylic paints. As you can see, I'm using a lot of different brands. And I'm just adding some in that, you can't really see it, but I have some paper underneath my journal. The glossy kind you use in the kitchen. I can't remember the name. And it will be for the sky. As I told you, I'm not looking for realistic. I know I will be finger painting, so I protect my hands. Always add a barrier cream before painting. Please, please, please. I can't tell that enough. And now it's time to just play and add the color. I take several colors at the same time on my finger and just add it on my journal page. As you can see, I just add some movement and texture out there. It's not supposed to look like a real sky. That's not the goal here. Adding the white really helps blending it together. And by tapping my finger, I'm creating kind of cloudy look. Not looking for perfection, never. Well, almost never. And going over my lines again. And if you don't know this Stabilo, it's water soluble, so it will react. And for the mountains, I took my Neocolor 2, and they are water-soluble crayons. So as you can see, I'm adding the color on the mountains carelessly. And that's okay, because it's when I will activate them that it will make sense. And be prettier, too. I'm using titanium white to activate, but clear gesso would be awesome. Water is usually what you use to activate your watercolor. I just love the look, it goes well with the sky. And as you can see, when I go over my Stabilo lines, they react and create that shading that I really, really love. So I'm just, covering everything with white and adding sometimes a little more of the color if I feel like it. And going over the lines again with my Stabilo and activating it with my paint. So I let it dry and go on the other side of the spread because I want it to be a two-sided page. And because I have so much leftover paint, I decided to use my fan brush and just adding some strokes in the same vertical motion to create some movement. And I really love my fan brush. And I love alcohol inks, and I decided to just, add some splashes of them. And then decided to add some contrasting color on the mountain page. It doesn't make sense maybe to you, but it does to me, and it's what matters. I love this really pale purple. And as you can see, I moved my journal so the drops would arrive in a different orientation. I hope that makes sense. Now it's time to add the beautiful words on my page, because that's what it was all about. And I will leave a picture of that so you can read it. It was pretty long, but it speaks to me a lot. So I'm really glad that Tehreem picked that one to collaborate with me. Travel as much and as far as you can. Follow cities or murmuring your name with hopeful eyes. Rush to the call, meet new people, collect memories, visit new cafes, take pictures and go for impromptu adventures. The world is yours. Leave your footprint on the delicate path you go. Roam around and let your heart and soul fly around like an uncaged bird. So there you go. It was a quick but really amazing page to create. Thank you, Tehreem, for collaborating with me. And if you liked it, remember to thumb up, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any updates, and share the love.